All right. Well, that was it for those things. You know,
the announcements.
That was it for the announcements. I'm an absolute shock. You know, I've been trying to hammer out since Sam is obsessed with the idea of having a council movie. I've been trying to hammer out a plot for us, and I think I have a good one. Except Seabizzle, you can't live. You can't live in Texas. You can't, you're forced to be a New Yorker in the plot.
Okay.
So that you fit in. You know?
No, and no. That was not the plot. I said part of the movie has us going to Texas for Seabizzle.
Right, but we have no money.
You see how much they listen to Seabizzle? You see how much Clifford listens?
To fly him in and do a story than it is for us to hit the road.
If the good Lord wants us to go see Seabizzle in Texas, the good Lord's going to provide the money for us to go there.
I've been here 3 years, and the good Lord hasn't even given me 50 cents to help put towards the goddamn shipping for prizes. So I'm telling you.
Maybe if you don't say G damn, maybe you will get it. Yeah, you can't be going around saying G damn and then say, Lord, why haven't you given me the G damn money? Well, I don't know why I haven't given you the G damn money, Cliff.
You know what? Let me tell you, unlike some other people here, when the Lord sends me a helicopter, when there is heavy rain, I jump on the damn helicopter.
I love that joke.
I would hope so.
What did you say, Ronaldo? You get that joke?
No, I love that joke. I said,
yeah.
helicopter, I send you a rowboat, I sent you this. What else do you want me to do?
King Kong ain't got nothing on us.
All right. So your homework this past week was Training Day from 2001. A rookie cop spends his first day as a Los Angeles narcotics officer with a rogue detective who isn't what he appears to be. And it stars Denzel Washington, Ethan Hawke, Scott Glenn, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Macy Gray, Ava Mendez, just to name like a few.
I mean, Ava Mendez is on the movie on screen for what, all 3 minutes?
Yep.
Maybe.
Directed by Antoine Fuqua.
Yeah.
So did anybody not like the movie?
I love the movie. It's one of my favorite movies. Top 25 movies for me of all time.
No,
no.
Top 25.
No.
It's not top 25 for me, but I do like it.
Oh my God. Am I the only one who fell under not liking the movie?
What?
Oh.
There's issues.
Kamari didn't like the movie. I got
Kamari
didn't like the
movie. See, it's not a personal attack, I swear.
I have some issues with the movie, but Denzel Washington's chewing the scenery in this movie.
No, he is chewing the scenery because the script is shit. I mean, like, it's just, the movie is appalling. It's appalling. I mean,
no, stop it. Stop it.
It's a movie for dumb people. And
what? Stop it. Stop it.
It's all glare, it's all glamour and no substance. Okay, he can't exist. He can't exist. Have you ever met real manipulative criminals?
Wait a minute. Why do you say he can't exist?
He's based off of an actual LA cop.
Yeah, he's based off of an actual LA cop.
I'll tell you something. Internal affairs would have been all over this dude.
Would they have, Cliff?
Yes, they
would. They have?
They would have.
I mean, don't take this the wrong way, but you're not that naive, are you, to think that internal affairs
are you kidding?
is not corrupted?
Ethan fucking Hawke is the one who's naive.
That's doing the job for you.
No, he's doing shit. How can you go undercover for a narcotics thing and be this freaking stupid? Like, this movie makes there's so many.
All right, break that down. What was his stupid moves?
Oh my God!
I'm not saying I disagree with you. I'm not saying I disagree.
Let's get high with a rookie. All right, Jake, smoke PCP weed with me as part of your training. All right, let's compromise your credibility.
All right, are you forgetting the fact that he pointed a Glock at his head and said, "You got to smoke this"? Did you forget that part?
Wasn't the Glock? Yes, he did do that.
All right. Alonzo robs, threatens, beats, humiliates people in broad daylight repeatedly, and absolutely no one does nothing ever.
There are very few places that he does it where it's a good neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in the worst of the worst, Cliff.
Listen, my vision of this, for someone who they're trying to convince me is smart and calculating, the man produces loose ends left and right all over the movie, and then has no backup plan at the end. No backup plan at the end.
Because he doesn't think anybody's going to.
What's the back? How's he going to have a backup plan? What kind of backup plan could he have?
He's supposed to be a master strategist, and he's going to think I'm automatically in with the.
Who said he was a master strategist?
The movie is implying it the entire time.
I didn't think that.
No.
I didn't think that.
He's supposed to be a master manipulator, but he's reckless the entire movie. So which one is he? Do you think he's brilliant until the end, or do you think that he is reckless until the end? I think he's
point did I think that he was brilliant. Let me put it. At no point in this movie did I go, "That's a brilliant guy." I think he's a loose cannon that's getting away with stuff because he's smart enough to work the system.
Right.
Doesn't make him brilliant.
Right. Which in this movie leads to his downfall, and that's the point of it. Right. That he doesn't get away with it forever.
A very forced Act 3. So that's it.
That's one of the best acts. That's great right there. He
gives him the drugs right out the gate for what he's trying to do later, but he gives him the drugs right out the gate so he has something to hold over him. So
exactly. To jeopardize his credibility. I said the words.
Here's I'll give you. It's a weak plot point. I think it's funky and clunky to be sure. However, where I push back on it though is Ethan Hawke. It says in several times in the movie he's only been on the job for 19 months. How is he getting transferred to the narcotics unit?
Exactly, he shouldn't be there. He shouldn't.
Internal affairs.
I would hope he's working for internal.
I think that's one of the reasons why he was transferred, because he was young and maybe he can be easily manipulated. I think that's the reason why he got picked.
And I think Denzel's character kind of picked him for that reason.
I
think
that'll buy. I'll give you.
Yeah, I think.
All right, even I could buy that.
So he picks him for that kind of reason.
But here's the thing: he's an asshat to him right away at the diner.
Yeah,
you're a dick to him right away.
He had the choice when he was first told to smoke the thing to say stop and get out. All right, I'm done. We're done.
Right.
You know what I mean? He could have got out and ended all those problems right there.
But how about later in the movie from that scene where he says, I don't know why you smoked that. I didn't put a gun to your head. He literally says that, and I'm going, yes, you did.
He's making a joke about that.
Literally put a gun to my head.
He's making almost like a joke about it. How about even before that, like this drug bust right here in like the movie, man. Like in 2001, there was no like legal marijuana in like if I got busted like that in 2001, I would have
they weren't just selling marijuana; they were selling PCP.
He laced it.
And now they all have PCP and fentanyl in them. You can't trust a damn. You have to go to a dispensary to get something trusted at this point around here. Every freaking time I got somebody landed in the hospital every week. And I was like, oh, wow, this is so new to me. And then I watched this movie. I was like, nope, you damn naive fool. It's not new.
It's been happening.
Did you know
going on?
When they take this from the college kids, what the kid said to him when he's like, give me the drug, give me that pipe. Did you notice what the kid said to him?
My mom gave me that.
My mom gave me that pipe.
Man. Yeah, I can see... That is probably something stupid that like a college pilot would say, man.
100%. I'll say this in defense of Cliff. They do pull their guns out way too much in public in this movie. With abandon where it's like, well, cops don't do that. I mean, I don't live in the city and I don't run into cops all that much, but like they have to fill out so much paperwork anytime they fire it that it's not worth even pulling it out. And you're basically told to pull it out. It's to fire it.
Yeah. What year was this movie depicted in?
I think it was present day 2001.
2001, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I like the beginning too, where he's like, "This is like Sam had the clip of it and it was sped up, but this is the office," and he did,
Yeah.
Alex, and like the Dr. Dre beat. I remember like seeing it for the first time in that Dr. Dre beat because that was like my record at like the time this came out. Was just
one of my favorite scenes is this right here. The
yes, this is the best scene in the whole movie.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite scenes. Like when he had to call his cousin up, and first she tried to lie about it, and then she finally fesses up. Like some white boy saved me.
How about before that? Just the scene of them playing cards.
Yeah,
that was great.
Like, this isn't going right, and I'm like, wait, I remember the first time I saw him, like, this isn't. Oh, he left him there. Like,
but he was stupid. Like he's showing him your gun, taking out the clip and showing you, like, what are you doing?
Yeah, that's not
like,
happening.
Hasn't your day gone hard enough so far that why would you do that? I'd be like, no. And you know what? I'm leaving right now. Oh, and if you get up, I'm gonna shoot you. I'm gonna shoot you, and I'm gonna shoot you.
Yeah.
So what are we doing here? I might have to deal with 20 guys outside, but that's the way it's gonna go down right now.
When they robbed the Sandman, and there's like just a straight up shootout in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Well,
and I didn't realize later that he needed that money to pay off the three other guys.
That was they almost like cut that scene out of the movie, The Three Wise Men. And I'm glad they kept that in because it shows like, the movie's really about like corruption. Like he's a corrupt cop.
Yeah.
And it shows like the corruption is almost like it goes right up the line. It's almost encouraged. Like we'll take your money and here's your arrest warrant.
Yeah.
So they get in the shootout, or well, not shootout, but they get shot at, right? And this is one of my green moments. They get when they steal the money from the Sandman, right? And they get the car shot up as they're driving away. Mm-hmm. Remember, there was like 3 or 4 bullet holes in the back window. You're not driving that car around all day. I don't care if you're a cop or not. You're getting pulled over like every 10 feet. Like, it's not happening.
Yeah.
Depend on the neighborhood.
Yeah, depend on the neighborhood.
So what do you think? What do you think Ethan Hawke's character goes on to do after this? Because I feel like the next day or that after.
Well, think about it. He had to have a conversation with them, right? Because they say that Denzel's character died in the other thing that happened.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, remember he died trying to do a search warrant. He was killed in the incident. They were talking about the incident that just happened.
No, no, because I was listening at the end too. They say that he died not during a drug bust. It was something like going to pick up a witness or something like that.
No, it was serving the search warrant. I think it was serving the search warrant.
I think it was serving this. Yeah, I think it was serving the.
It was that they put him. They're saying he died in that event.
Right. So they're just those 3 guys are closing ranks, is what they're doing.
Yeah. So then he still has to deal with what? He has to deal with that group.
Oh, I'm leaving LA.
Yeah.
I don't live there anymore. I'm leaving that night.
Yeah.
The part where he's in his lair, if you will, and everybody turns on him. But right before that, Ethan Hawke's like, "Oh, actually, let me back up. Did you notice or did you hear what he said when he was on the phone right after the drug bust, the fake drug bust?"
Oh, get the tub ready or something?
He said, is the bathroom clean? Well, you better clean it up then.
Get that tub ready. Yeah.
So, that was fully planned before it got
Yeah.
But where Ethan Hawke finally goes on his little mission at the end, and they're standing, he's like, don't pick it up. He goes, no, I'm going to get that money. I'm going to get that gun. Don't do it. And then you shot me in the ass.
Shot me in the ass.
It's great.
That made me laugh.
Great.
I thought, and I could be wrong, because Denzel, I thought Denzel's character died at the airport.
With the Russians got him.
Yeah.
No, Russians got him on the draw in the.
But what
the overpass.
What the news said was that he died during the drug bust.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And he should have known something was off when that van pulled up and that woman just kind of.
I think like the 3 wise men probably had something to do with changing that story up too.
Oh,
you know?
absolutely.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
definitely were like, this is the story we're going with because this can't come back to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they have like a pretty like violent. Oh yeah, that's Scott Glenn. They have a very violent fight. Like,
well, that's it too. There's that scene where he throws him through the plate glass window, and Ethan Hawke's not hurt at all. No. Long story short, my parents used to have a plate glass window on this inside kitchen door, and I lost my balance one day. I went to catch myself and put my arm through it. So I have like 3 scars, not deep scars, but I have 3 scars, and that's just from that. He put his whole body through it and then yanks him back through it. I'm like, no.
Yeah,
and this right here,
rob Roger. he sets it up to.
He's like, Jeff took 2 coming through the door. I'm like, no. You took 2 coming through the door. I'm not doing that.
But they're getting like, what was it, like 200,000? Like
250.
Yeah, 250.
Or 200. Yeah, you're right. It's 200.
200.
Yeah. So, yeah, they're getting like 2. So then the first one he took it, and the second one goes through. So
yeah.
He's like, you'll get a medal.
Yeah. Are you feeling comfortable? Oh, I'm very comfortable.
Oh man!
The fact that both Dr. Dre and Snoop are in this.
Oh yeah, Snoop Dogg.
That was crazy when he stuck the pen in his throat. He's like, "Oh yeah, you got it." Good.
What's that? How about, what else I noticed is he speaks like English, he speaks Spanish, and when he was in that shop with Snoop Dogg, he spoke Chinese to like the woman.
Yes.
Yeah. So it was also like, wow, like it's like he was like the type of cop that was getting like results and getting things done, and nobody wanted to check that like how they were getting done. And stuff.
Right, because they probably like the numbers look good. Let's just let this happen.
Yeah, and that's.
I mean, it's not in a great area, so they're like, we don't care.
Yeah. And he's become the cop. Like, he has to be the bigger, better bad guy than, like, the big bad guy. And, like, these dudes are just like, yeah, we'll let it happen.
Yep.
Press warrants are $40,000 or whatever it was. Like,
I also love how, aren't they supposed to be an undercover unit, but everybody knows that they're both cops through the whole movie?
Again,
Yeah.
rather indiscriminate, with the gun toting and everything, and the informants that he has no loyalty. There's 0 loyalty anywhere in this movie.
no.
Well, Ava Mendes is loyal.
Oh, don't make
Ava
that.
Mendes was only for 3 minutes.
Gorgeous woman.
Until she's like, yo, he went out the window.
Right, that's true.
Until she's like, he went out the window.
I'm just saying. There's just so much happening
That
here.
guy's scary. He might be the nicest guy in the world, but that guy with the gun is scary.
Yes, he's in several movies that.
And I'm just like, every time he's on screen, I'm afraid of him.
Yeah, he's in a lot of military movies too.
Yeah, you're right.
And the other guy next to him, he always played Hector in every movie.
Everything he's in, and he always wears that.
Yeah.
Yes, but I ain't gonna knock him. He's getting
I like
The money.
I noticed that like they get into that section of town with like the Mexicans, and it's like Rap Superstar is the beat going by
Wanna be a rap superstar?
Yeah.
And Scott Glenn's great in this movie for the 3 scenes he's in.
The 3 scenes he's in. The first time, like, that is like messed up because they go there, they have a drink with him, like they're drinking on the job and everything, drinking while he's driving. Like,
This is also the debut of Terry Crews.
Is that
Terry
right?
Crews.
Oh my
I
God!
knew he was in it, but I didn't know it was his debut.
And the story goes, he was just there for a friend, and the director saw him and asked him to be in it.
He was like, "Who's this big mofo? Get over here!"
Right?
Come over here.
Now,
What's your name, Terry? Get over here, Big Terry. We're gonna need you.
clearly, that's a Bloods neighborhood, right? Because everybody's wearing red in it.
Yeah.
And I think he steals from the Crips because I think they're all wearing blue in that scene.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
All right, should we get some numbers on this flick?
Yeah. Let's do some numbers.
I'll go first.
All right, you go first.
I'm
I'll go
gonna
last.
I'm gonna give this a 9.
Ooh.
This was very
Ooh.
entertaining from beginning to end. I like the directing. The writing could use a little bit, but it was just that tension from scene to scene. And then the ending did it for me. The best, like the tub scene, and then him going to get him, just like him walking through the whole neighborhood just to go. And when he's like, I'm here for Alonzo, like it's already been set that they don't like Alonzo.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So they see him coming and he's going to take care of Alonzo. All right, go ahead.
And if you don't do it right, we'll just take you out.
Yeah, simple as that. So, and then with the way they like kind of like helped him out at the end, I like that part. And they're like, we got you back. Get out of here. Blah, blah. And I just thought it was great. Denzel was great. It's one of his best films to me. I give it a 9.
Let me ask you this. Did he take the money with him?
Yeah, he took the bag and the money, yeah.
So you can't turn that money in when you hear the news report. Because you know they're going to screw you when they say, oh, it's during the drug bust. So
well, I'm sure he has a big story to explain. I'm sure he's going to take fault in some of the things that he did, you know what I mean? But if he's coming clean.
Well, that's my point, though. But what's he then? Yeah, I don't know. You're in a weird. He's in a bad spot no matter what.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out if you money in bulk.
Yeah. Clifford.
I don't know, but it's funny, right? Because I don't really know much about how to judge directing. But the acting was great. I enjoyed the cinematography. Everybody delivered. I was still entertained and invested on the story, despite the very many glaring flaws. I give it a 7. I'd watch it again. 7 is my watch it again standard.
C Bizzle.
I really also enjoy this movie. I'm also going to be agreeing with Sam. I'm giving it a 9, just on the simple fact that Denzel won an Academy Award for Best Actor.
He did.
Hey, yeah,
he did. No,
wait, let me clarify. Denzel, the whole 7, it's almost entire. 6 out of the 7 points is Denzel, and 1 point is just all the men looking good. And that's really
was this. He beat Will Smith, who did Ali that year, right?
I believe so.
Oh my God! Was
and
Ali
also,
in 2001?
Yeah, Ali's old.
Yeah.
Oh.
Also, on top of that, Denzel won Best Actor, and Ethan Hawke was nominated for Supporting Actor. So, to me, this shows me that these two guys really made this movie to what it is, and so many famous people played in this or started their career on this film. So, and the soundtrack is amazing. So that's why I give it a 9.
All right, 9. Green Shirt Guy.
So I agree with a lot of what we've said, what you've all said. The acting is over the top. I mean, Denzel absolutely chooses the scenery. Ethan Hawke's very strong in this as well. Scott Glenn's great for the few minutes he's on screen. The soundtrack is pretty great. The story's fairly fluid. I mean, what I do like is that little nothings that we saw at the beginning where you're like, okay, well, he's not a complete piece of crap. He went and saved that girl. Ends up helping him at the end of the movie. And it seemed like kind of a throwaway thing at the beginning. I like that came full circle at the end. I don't know. I kind of agree with Cliff on some stuff. The story's a little disjointed. I don't know if I believe all of it. So that's why I can't give it a 9. I really want to get an 8.5, but I don't know if I'm going to give it an 8 though. I don't think I can go quite 8.5.
8, and finally Phil.
I am also going to give this movie 9. I like this movie a lot. I like, really, like from the dialogue at the beginning where they're in that like restaurant, like through the movie. I just like the dialogue a lot. The action is good. Denzel is like great in this movie. I think it's aged incredibly well for being like as old as this movie is now. That was like a concern of mine because I haven't watched it in a long time. But yeah, this is a 9. I enjoy the dialogue. It's a great cop drama, great crime movie. Great movie.
And
Definitely watch
it
it.
had a ton of amazing quotes that
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
to this day.
Well, did you know that the King Kong line was improvised?
Yes. There's a YouTube channel that you can. I gotta find a name that will show you all the movies that have improvised famous quotes.
So our council number as a whole is 8.4.
All right, it's 7.8 on IMDb. We moved it up a little
we're
bit.
above it.
I'm siding with IMDb. And look,
Mickey Louie gives it a 10. Look at that. And Bobby De La Ghetto giving it a 9.8.